Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion. Now, I know we are chasing after Malfurion with Tyrande, but we are back in the Hall of Shadows, because I have completed the world quest for Taushi, and I want to see if we can continue the Matthias Shaw storyline here, so...
You have my attention.
Pruning the garden. There. Now that is much better. I would say that our garden is much more beautiful. Now that we have pruned the garden, it is time to dig up the rotting tree stump in the middle. Put another away. We need to make sure to keep the forces of chaos from overwhelming the Broken Isles. Certainly others are helping in this endeavor. However, I am sure the target you select to eliminate will be the wisest from the standpoint of the uncrowned. Complete any one rare elite world quest designated by a blue exclamation mark surrounded by a gold dragon on the area map.
Keep your choose, but choose wisely. The fate of the Broken Isles is in your hands.
Well, no pressure there. Alright, well, let's take a look at our targets then. Normally these are quests for the Wardens, and that's going to be hilarious if we actually don't have one. I've got one to go into Neltharion's lair. Got one to go into the Hall of Valor. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, we have absolutely no normal world quest. I'd have to go into a dungeon. Ugh. Okay. Well, I guess I'll be doing that off camera. I keep on trying to come back here to finish these storylines, but I keep on running into roadblocks. Oh well. Let's head back to Valshara and see if we can help Tyrande. So we need to do the quest for poor Elithir here, who's been corrupted by the nightmare. And fortunately, it looks like that quest hub is right up here. We need corrupted petals, and I'm not exactly sure what else we have to do. Wraith Talon. Oh, there's a rare spawn here, too. Well, let's see what happens when we kill these twisted keepers. I think we have to go kill... Yeah, okay, I remember what we gotta do. We gotta grab petals, and we have to, kill the former keeper of this grove. It's kind of it's an assassination mission, which Swindle does best. Fire the cannons.
I need to target something first.
That's what we need. Corrupted petals, and we have a fevered note. Not entirely incoherent, but clearly written by someone suffering from a high temperature. I didn't realize that a harpy's kiss was actually poisonous. Damn Vixen tricked me. I know I'm not supposed to kiss and tell, but if I don't get well soon, I fear this may be my end. If someone finds this letter, please bring medical supplies and treat my sickness. Bring 3 field packs to the location marked on your map and treat the fevered explorer when you arrive. So these are little quests that pop up every so often to help pump up your first aid. So we'll get a first aid skill of +5 and some order resources if we go grab some field packs and bring them to wherever we need to. But honestly, that's what you get for kissing with a harpy. What did you think was going to happen? Oh well. These guys seem pretty squishy. I don't know if I should try and take on the bird. Why not? It's a rare spawn and it's here. I think we head up this ramp so we have a good vantage point. I think we need to head up here anyway. There we are. Now, looks like the Nessa knows what to do. Let's go ahead and stun and just keep on firing. Terrifying screech. Well, unfortunately, that pretty much used up the Dreadblade. Let's get our heals going. This one's actually a tough fight when it's a world quest because of the, I couldn't find... I actually moved my hotbars a little bit, so I have no idea where my interrupts are most of the time. Gonna have to get used to it. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Yoink. My interrupts are down here near the end of my bar. There we go. Much better. And a kidney shot from Vanessa. Deadbird. Twisted Wraith Talon gloves. Well, I've got better, but that's cool to get some purples. Now the Keeper... Oh, the cave entrance is down at the bottom. My mistake. Where... Ah! I guess that gaping maw might be a clue. Now drop your pedals here, guys.
I need a
Yoink. Oh. Thank you. Service with a smile. Yeah, we're just going to ignore you, sir. I am not getting paid to kill more of you. So where's this keeper at? Ooh. I see a Laystone Vein. Barathos. Hello.
I need to get close.
Oh. So he's completely corrupted. He said he was a fool to resist the call of Xe'ra. And it looks like some of these guys are actually kind of tapping into repressed desires. Does it come off like that to you guys? They seem to be so focused on helping everyone that they don't really pay attention to some of their base desires, and they just, it comes out like floodgates opening. Some of them, at least. Take the Laystone. And let's go ahead and head back to our tree friend and let him know the job's... Ah! The job's done. How rude! Looks like we have a new friend over here. Subdued Nightwing. Reading the leaves.
The fear. The panic. I haven't the strength to fight much longer. The waking world is slipping further and further from my mind. But on the vestiges of this corruption consuming my mind, I sense Malfurion. My sight fades, but I am glad that he rests.
Oh, Tyrande.
What are we waiting for?
The Archdruid's end draws near. His memory will live on in the hearts of all who knew him. Elothia's desperate efforts revealed that Malfurion is being held in Shalanir amidst the roots of Shalandrasil. My love, so near, yet so far. Shalanir is infested with nightmare creatures. To rush in would be suicide. I subdued one of Xe'ra's creatures. Use it against him, Swindlegear, and clear us a path. Slay 50 nightmare creatures. Ooh, okay, cool. This is our bombing run for this zone. By the way, guys, we're in a world quest. It's actually might be a world quest as well, which is handy. Gets us a little bit of whatever the award is. Now, I actually thank you guys for the input regarding Swindlegear's garbing choices. I think we are going to keep this pirate look for a while. People seem to have liked it, which is good. It's good for me because it's really hard to try and find. Man, that's a lot of things. Hard to find a good pirate look when you're a leather worker or a leather wearer. I keep on saying leather worker. I guess that's because my main is a leather worker. I have to say, though, I'm much more happy with the choices that they did for engineering than they did leatherworking and a lot of the other professions. Good lord. There's really no reason to do a profession in this expansion. Well, that's 50 of them down. There's still a lot more to go.
They defile everything they touch.
This place remains deadly, but we can now press forward. He is near, Goblin. I can feel it. We must reach Shalanir for Malfurion. If we do not find him soon, I fear he will be lost to me forever. I was unsure of your worth when we first met. I know now that you will not fail me. I am grateful. That is very hard for her to say to a member of the Horde. And we'll get all those that we don't need, but we search for Malfurion, so.
Shalanir is just ahead. You should be ready for whatever foulness awaits us.
Yeah, I'm okay with foulness. Oh, hey, Xavius. Speaking of foul.
Welcome to my dream home. Your beloved Malfurion awaits within.
That was a horrible pun.
Which Malfurion is real, and which is part of the nightmare?
Don't play with your food.
No time for games.
Yep. So, what are we doing here?
Where are you, Malfurion? Answer me!
We'll stay cloaked.
My love, I am here. Come to me.
I cannot tell where his voice is coming from. Search the buildings to the east. I will scour the west for signs of him.
Okay. I think we're about to get a Spaceballs moment. Okay.
Guess again, mortal.
Fooled you!
Where are you, Tyrande? I need you.
Hold on, my love. I am near.
You're getting played, Tyrande. Man, cloaking makes this a lot easier. Now we've got... Ooh, I think we can sap all these guys too, fortunately. Yoink. And we have Vanish on tap, so... Fooled again.
This nightmare end.
And we got Iron Branch and Lirath Moonfeather. We got multiple rare spawns here. Let's see if we can just work our way through the gauntlet.
Hurry. I cannot fight much longer.
Elune, curse you, Xavius! You will pay for this charade. I swear it.
Mm-hmm. Easy there. Now, Malfurion as a corpse. Of course, that was the progression of this. Break.
You cannot keep me from her. Tyrande.
Yes, I hear you. I am close now.
She seems to be making progress.
Come to me, warrior of the Horde. Our chase is finished.
That doesn't sound very reassuring, though. Man, this makes it so much easier as a rogue, just skipping through all this garbage. And nothing over here. We can't sap the really big tree. I guess we head over this direction. I really don't want to go into the water. The water is bad, so... And let's avoid the purple smoke as well. Well, I'm in the water, just like I didn't want to be. There we go. Oh, crap.
Tyrande Whisperwind. I have longed for this encounter for many years. Your adoring husband will be joining me in the nightmare. His was a special invitation. And our dear Ysera. Would you believe she's had a change of heart? She will aid me in my conquest of Xe'ra, starting with your precious Temple of Elune. Such a dilemma, High Priestess. Kneel beside your beloved as he draws his final breath? Or watch the temple of your goddess burn?
What you gonna do? Guess we'll find out.
We are wasting time.
This cannot be! No, it can definitely be.
Ysera? No!
Malfurion, my love. My heart breaks for him, but I cannot follow where he goes. I have sworn myself to Elune, my goddess, to defend her temples and lands with all that I am. I cannot stand by while my order is in danger. May she keep you in her graces, Malfurion. Tyrande turns away, eyes glistening with tears. Defend the Temple of Elune. Do I get to ride the tiger now?
We've got them cornered.
We go to the Temple of Elune. We will ride more swiftly on Ashalah's back. Are you ready to depart? Yeah, I'm ready.
Come with me. Ysera won't stop until this whole realm is plunged into the nightmare.
Yeah.
Xe'ra is using Malfurion to bait me, to distract me from what must be done. We are the only ones who can stop Ysera. Ah, Malfurion, my beloved. For 100 years he slept beneath Moonglade. Whenever I was plagued with doubt, I would descend into his barrow. I watched over him as he slept. Even in slumber, his presence calmed me. I left my fears below the earth and emerged, ready to lead my people.
Can I take the time to compliment your hips?
Malfurion returned to my side. We worked as one, as if he had never been away. Have you ever loved as I have? Now Xe'ra has me by the throat. I must abandon my beloved and subdue the most beautiful creature I have ever known.
Indeed. Well, let's do this. We're just fighting a former dragonflight aspect. Now let's see what we can do here. We'll activate the Dreadblades. And the dragon's looking at me. That's never a good sign. Owie. Oh, your breath weapon. Okay. Well. Now, there's dialogue here, but it's a bit quiet. They're just sitting there doing the typical bad guy, my eyes are open, you know. Can we avoid the nightmare breath? Ooh, yes we can. This is a horrible thing, basically killing, in a lot of ways, the messiah of the dream.
It felt so real.
At least in her last moment she sees. Boy, that was a feels, especially if you've been following like the dragonflight aspects and all that and are a fan of them. But there's the Tears of Elune. That's what we came for.
Elune, give me strength.
This shall be remembered as one of the darkest days in the history of our world. But hope remains. Elune's light has strengthened our resolve. Crystallized Moondrop. That's Xe'ra, folks. We could not save Ysera, but we did prevent her from destroying the temple. Now I can finally turn my attention to my husband. I do not know what fate he suffers now. I only know that if we stand any chance of saving him, we must go now. Follow Xavius into the nightmare and find Malfurion. Please, save my husband if you can. Enter Darkheart Thicket and slay the Shade of Xavius. So that is yet another dungeon quest, but this is what we came for. The Tear of Elune floats effortlessly, glistening in an ethereal pillar of moonlight. Use the central teleporter. Yoink. We shall grab such things. And let's go ahead and travel back to Dalaran, because that is, out of the 4 zones, that is the last one that we need. I mean, there is still one more Pillar of Creation, but it requires us going to Suramar, which is the area in the middle, which I have specifically tried to avoid, because that's kind of a whole long saga in itself. Now let's see here. Use some speed. Yep, there's the hammer. The, oh, what was that? The Tidestone. The Aegis. Archmage Khadgar has set aside a space here for the Tears of Elune, as well as the rest of the Pillars of Creation.
Today we celebrate a great triumph, one paid for with the blood of those most dear to us.
You must have a Hearthstone as well. Any more dialogue there, Tyrande?
Though I am often at odds with your horde, I cannot question the courage you've shown, saving Ysera.
Yeah, I'm all about the public relations.
Now the Tears of Elune are added to our arsenal. May they bring us victory against the Legion.
A grim task. But you did what had to be done. I'll prepare the Tears of Elune for transport. Meet me in the Violet Citadel.
Oh. Okay. Guess we have to go meet Khadgar over there. Now, I also have a dungeon quest here for the Violet Hold. So we have two dungeons that we have to go into eventually. And I'm actually just going to wait for another rare world quest to show up and do that one without having to go into a dungeon, because that is a bit of a pain. And we drove right by. See, there's the portal to Suramar.
Hail and well met, champion.
If this works, then perhaps there is still hope for Turleon. How does it pronounce it? I'm not sure. And the Army of the Light. The Tears of Elune are ready for you, Swindlegear. I'm uncertain what to do from here. Take the relic back to your Odor Hall and try and use it on Light's Heart. Maybe make them touch? Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. Let's hope this works. Take the Tears of Elune to Light's Heart in your Odor Hall.
Trust in yourself, champion.
I actually do like the fact that Khadgar at times is relatively clueless. It seems more realistic, instead of having that all-knowing, all-seeing character who's like, oh, of course, we have to go do this and put it here. Sometimes Khadgar's like, I don't know, just see what sticks. Throw it against the wall. Let's head back into the Hall of Shadows. Flash the insignia. And Light's Heart, I believe, is in Marin's vault, which I don't really understand the logic of leaving such an important relic with Marin Noggenfogger, but oh well. It's still here. Oh Lord.
Do not be alarmed, mortal. Your consciousness has been projected to my astral presence in the great dark beyond. I am Xe'ra, one of the first Naru to be forged here during the great ordering of the cosmos. You have come to the crucible of all creation in search of answers. Listen then, and find enlightenment. In a time now long past, a great battle was fought that would determine the fate of all worlds. It was in that final battle that the all-powerful Titan Pantheon fell to one of their own, Sargeras. After the fall, none were left to oppose the will of Sargeras. Unfettered, the Dark Titan and his burning legion would go on to annihilate countless worlds in their burning crusade.
Lots of plot here.
From the ashes of those ravaged worlds, survivors arose to stand against the demons. They became known as the Army of the Light. But now, the Golden Army teeters upon the precipice of oblivion as their campaign on Argus nears its terminus. Should they fall, the Legion will initiate a new burning crusade, and with it the cosmos will tremble. I am here now on a mission of desperation. I seek the child of light and shadow, the boy destined to end the age of demons. The one called Illidan Stormrage.
Whoops. Get some bad news about that, I'm afraid. I don't know how caught up you are. But there was a little thing called the Burning Crusade expansion, and we kind of did a thing. And I am next to a walrus. Well, look who's come back from the dead. Buddy, you've been unconscious for 3 days. I'm sure Khadgar will be relieved that his special pal is awake. Me, on the other hand, still a damned sea lion. Oh, excuse me, sea lion. Ah, yeah, he's a druid who can't leave his water form. Hello, ladies. Well, so, for those of you who may not have been able to hear that, I know that was a little bit quiet. That is Xe'ra, who is one of the first Naru. And we're essentially needing to find Illidan Stormrage and bring him back, I guess, because he will lead the Army of the Light against the Burning Legion. Because the Army of Light is on the ropes right now, attacking Argus, which is the Legion homeworld.
Your champions came to me after they failed to rouse you at your order hall. We brought you here and put you in the infirmary. What happened?
I talked to a very, very interesting chandelier.
Knowledge is power, but using it wisely...
Dead? The Titans are dead? Khadgar ponders the news for a minute. It explains so much, yet I cannot help but feel an overwhelming sense of sadness. We have been on our own all along. Our gods killed before we were born. As for the Army of the Light and Illidan, I am at a loss. I've never felt so powerless. Illidan is dead, and the Golden Army fights an endless war in our name from across the cosmos. I need a moment, Swindlegear. This is too much bad news for an old man to bear.
You are our last, best hope.
The pain will subside.
Ah!
You now carry my mark, and through it I am able to see and feel as you do. Return to me when you are able. We have much to do.
Oh wow, did you choose the wrong vessel. So, we now have the Mark of Xe'ra. We found out that the Titans are dead. Now, that actually makes Azeroth very important, because Azeroth itself is a Titan. So, maybe that's why the Legion has such an interest in it. But we will go ahead and end the episode here, guys. When we come back, I will have done that last world quest, and hopefully we will finish the Rogue Order Hall stuff. But if you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.